Welcome to the DC Everest Fieldhouse, getting ready for girls basketball and the start of our DC Everest winter sports coverage on Zaleski Sports. The Evergreens are on the air. Hi, I'm Chris Conley. In just a few moments, we'll be tipping off between DC Everest and Green Bay Preble. Everest girls had only 2 wins last season. I'm not sure what that means for this year. I mean, it's high school athletics. There's always turnover. There are always new faces. Everest girls opened their year with 8 straight losses, so they got a win in game number 9 against Wausau East. They beat East twice for their only victories of the season. These teams met as part of that 8-game opening L streak. Green Bay Preble over at their place a year ago, 61-40 winners. Our pregame coverage is brought to you by Auto Select on Schofield Avenue in Weston, providing dependable vehicle repair, service, and tires for 22 years. With a 3-year nationwide warranty and free roadside service, at Auto Select, you're good to go. That's Auto Select on Schofield Avenue in Weston. I'll give you a couple of players to watch for DC Everest. And again, when the teams came out for pregame warm-ups, Everest had only 8 players. They were joined by a couple of their JV players. Everest girls won the JV game here on this floor just a few moments before we came on air, 43-37. Keep an eye on Kirsten Hall. She lists this year at 5'11", so maybe 6 feet if she stands on tippy-toe. Last year, she was one of the Evergreens' better defensive players, and if she gives the team a little more low-post presence, well, that could take some of the pressure off of the outside shooting. The Evergreens lost some of their better outside shooters from a year ago to graduation. This Green Bay Preble team should be a manageable opponent. They were a 500 team a year ago, 12-12 at the end of the regular season, and then lost their opener in the state playoffs, so they finished at 12-13 for the year. I'm sure that Green Bay Preble comes over on the bus thinking that they're the favorite for tonight's game, and they probably are, but again, you don't really know on the opener of your season till you actually get a game or two under your belt. Some of the girls' teams around the state played their first games on Tuesday. I know we had a full slate of games here on Zaleski Sports. Others are beginning their seasons tonight. Girls basketball tips off a week before the boys do. 1 week from tonight, we've got a boys basketball doubleheader here at the Fieldhouse. The Everest boys and the Everest girls are hosting a Thanksgiving showcase. They're inviting some teams over. The boys matchups, Hamilton, Sussex, Superior will be making the long drive down here, and Eau Claire North. Those games will be a week from tonight, Friday, and then again on Saturday. And we'll have all 4 of those boys basketball showcase games here on Zaleski Sports. So we'll see the boys a week from now. We get a look at the girls tonight. Elsewhere in the Everest Athletic Department, hockey gets their season underway tomorrow. The long bus ride over to Onalaska to play the Hilltoppers. Tough opponent to open the season. And then next Tuesday, the Evergreens will have their traditional opener. They'll be up at Eagle River at the Wisconsin Hockey Hall of Fame to take on Northland Pines. That's a great early season hockey matchup. So if you're free next Tuesday, I know it's a holiday week. Lots of folks will be off on Thursday and Friday next week. Got turkey and family and all the festivities. If you're free Tuesday night, if you've never made the trip up to Eagle River for the giant log cabin Quonset hut, it is the most unique hockey environment that you can imagine. And the Evergreens will be playing there on Tuesday. We'll turn our attention to the starting lineups and the national anthem. Then we'll get our Friday night girls basketball game underway. Evergreens and Hornets. Pregame brought to you by Auto Select, Schofield Avenue in Weston. Dependable vehicle repairs, service, and tires for 22 years. A 3-year nationwide warranty, free roadside assistance. Auto Select, you're good to go. Auto Select on Schofield Avenue in Weston. Everest fans, I know you've been waiting for the opener. Green Bay Preble fans, we're glad you're with us on Zaleski Sports tonight. Our game coverage begins when we come right back.
Find auto repairs, brakes, tires, and oil changes all in one place at Auto Select in Weston. At Auto Select, you can expect dependable automotive repair from the experts you can trust will exceed your expectations. Auto repair has never been so comfortable with a spacious, clean waiting room with refreshments along with shuttle service and loaner vehicles for your convenience. And ask about their 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty. For your next auto repair or maintenance, bring your vehicle to Auto Select on Schofield Avenue in Weston. At Auto Select, you're good to go.
Whether you're just beginning your educational journey or seeking a new opportunity, we're here for you. At North Central Technical College, we have unique partnerships with 4-year colleges that allow you to transfer seamlessly to and from our campus, saving you time and money. With hundreds of transfer options available, the path to a bachelor's degree and a great paying career are just a step away. North Central Technical College. Start here, go anywhere.
Teams are off the court from the pregame shoot-around in front of their benches, our sportsmanship announcement, the national anthem. And then we'll meet the starting lineups for this Friday night girls basketball game. We're brought to you by Nicolet Bank, offering personal banking at its best. Locations in Wausau, Stevens Point, Colby, Edgar, Medford, and Merrill. Or learn more at nicoletbank.com. We should take a moment before this girls basketball game begins and we start our winter sports coverage. The congratulations are in order for Edgar and Stratford, the football championships in Division 7 and Division 6. You see how that Stratford game ends? The German foreign exchange student, who's the place kicker, hits the 32-yard field goal on the final play. And boy, has he got something to talk about when he goes back home. Good crowd is gathered here at the DC Everest Fieldhouse for the girls basketball opener. Let's go down to courtside for the Star Spangled Banner. Evergreens will wear the home white, green numerals, gold trim. Preble's in the dark uniforms with green trim and gold numbers. Crowd being reminded to behave themselves. Our Everest and Preble fans need no such reminder. Everyone will be on their best tonight. Nice job on our national anthem. Parking is at a premium here at DC Everest Senior High School. We also have the fall musical going on in the auditorium across the way. Catch Me If You Can opened last night. Everyone's buzzing about it. I'm a ticket holder tomorrow. Going to have a lot of fun for this. Green Bay Preble starting lineup. Being introduced now, that's Shelly Gorski. Brooklyn Lucasen, a freshman, will start. There's a senior, Kayla Shasik.
And now,
Aubrey Broder, and one more whose number we didn't pick up. Those Preble numbers a little difficult to see up here. All right, so a fifth starter to be determined for Preble. There's McKenna Bullis. Freshman will start. The Bullis family is well represented today. We'll see if former basketball coach Matt Bullis is a screamer or not during the game. Kelsey Woolley, Jr., a starter from last year, comes out. There's Kirsten Hall. Brianna Cook and Megan Zemke to complete the starting five for the Evergreens. Jada Rader is the missing starter for Preble, so now we've got all five on each side identified as we get ready for the opening tap tonight. S.C. Swiderski says an apartment or home is where you want to live, work, or play throughout central Wisconsin, the Chippewa Valley, and the Fox Valley. No matter where you live, look to S.C. Swiderski. They'll make you feel right at home. So for these teams, the journey begins right about now. Jada Rader will jump against Kirsten Hall. Whistle sounds, ball's in the air. We're underway. Preble will control the opening possession. Everest comes out showing man-to-man. Kayla Shashik gives off the ball, driving to the basket, kind of flung there, too strong. Rader gets the rebound, almost lost the handle. Into traffic, loose. Preble backs it out. Three ball from the wing, too strong. Loose in the corner, tracked down by Jada Rader. Rader was cut off along the baseline, so Preble will get a second look at the basket 30 seconds in tonight. Tight defense. Looking to drive in is Gorski, cut off. Back out, three ball, good. Jenna Palpum hits the three to open the scoring. We didn't identify Palpum as one of the starters. She indeed was. Apologies for that. Got a whistle, got a travel. First turnover for the Evergreens this season. Turnovers were much too high a year ago, so hopefully that's a part of the Everest Act that's been cleaned up a little bit. We'll see. I mean, when you're a 2-23 team from a year ago, what do you want during the offseason? Build up the skill set. Better ball handling, time in the gym, stronger passers. From the wing, short. Long rebound comes out. There's a second offensive rebound for Preble. Gorecki looks for the entry pass in traffic to Rader, who scores. So far, Preble has owned the loose balls and has owned the boards in this game. Ball's loose. This will be a jump ball. It'll stay with the Evergreens. Staub Construction is a premier builder of municipal and industrial water and wastewater treatment systems in the Midwest. Staub's been partnering with private and public customers since 1984. Staub Construction has its own service and fabrication department. They assist with any municipal or industrial situation. Staub Construction, a 100% employee-owned company. Along the baseline, out of bounds, and over to Preble. Evergreens have not gotten a look at the basket yet, trailing 5-0. Preble brings this into the front court. To the wing, Broder down low, traveled. Ball go back over to the Evergreens. Preble's going to pick up three-quarters court pressure. I'd like to see how the Evergreens respond to when the press is on. We haven't seen that yet. Into the front court, Kelsey Woolley goes back out. Brianna Cook, here's a three ball for the Evergreens. High, arcing off the front rim, a miss. Put up by Kirsten Hall. One and done trip. Preble lets another three fly, round and out. Tracked down by Zemke for the Evergreens. 15 and a half in, first half. Ball is loose. Jump ball again. This time it'll go over to Preble. Preble will make the first substitution of the night. Sophia Smith, the sophomore, comes in. Evergreen's waited half court to pick up tight man-to-man defense here. Jada Rader. One dribble, entry pass into traffic, spinning at the rim, missing a little bit too strong. Another offensive rebound. Smith tried to reverse that. It was blocked. I believe that may have been McKenna Bullis who got a hand on that. Two minutes in, 5-0. It's early. Brianna Cook ball handles, picked up her dribble. Gets it over to Hall. Again, Hall's got height, and the times that she's touched the ball, she's been way up high, not underneath. Hall's in the corner now, got it back. Rader guards her. Cross court, almost turned over again. Got the handle for McKenna Bullis. Cut off along the baseline, goes back out to reset. Brianna Cook. Hall. Bullis again. Bullis looks like a pretty good ball handler. Freshman starting for the Evergreens. Good basketball pedigree, noted. Cook's got it again. So this is kind of a long set without a look at the basket for the Evergreens. Against Hornets, man-to-man defense. Three ball, straight on, open, too strong. Hall is 0 for 2 from the floor. Rotation play and then lost in traffic. Evergreen Zemke came up with the ball, but they give it right back. Coming back the other way to the rim, scoring. Points off the turnovers for Jada Rader, who now has 4 points. 4 of the Preble 7. Brianna Cook being guarded closely, now loses her footing and barely holds the possession. Got it over to Bullis. You know what? Just from first impressions, I mean, again, we're 4 minutes into the season. Bullis is such a good ball handler, she's going to wind up playing some point guard for the Evergreens. She's probably the best ball handler that we've seen. Again, it's just a limited sample, just a couple of minutes into the season. But Bullis looks like she's more comfortable handling the ball than some of her teammates. It's out of bounds along the baseline. Preble will keep possession. They lead 7-0. Into traffic. Audrey Broder had it. Gives it over to Sophia Smith, the sophomore. Been on the floor for extended minutes. Scooping drive to the rim, coming in too hot. Goes out of bounds. It's going to stay with Preble. Preble's a mostly underclassmen team. They have only 2 seniors. Beg your pardon. Yeah, they got 2. Kayla Shashik and Helena Halpern. Rotation play and lost. Clara Pyatt picked up the loose ball to the rim. Basket and a foul. So the Evergreens are on the board. The first of many points for McKenna Bullis, who's going to get herself to the foul line as well. Sophia Smith is called for the foul. So it took the Evergreens 4 minutes and 47 seconds to break the seal on this new season. And Bullis gets the friendly shooter's touch at the foul line. 7-3. McKenna's a freshman but did not play in the JV game. She's going to be with the varsity the whole season. There's the fourth turnover for Preble. So the door is open for the Evergreens if they can get the offense going. Kelsey Woolley will bring the ball up the floor. Bullis again. Here's Hall. Hall almost lost it despite that armbar. Hall gets it back. Woolley, three, round and out. Kind of popped up above the cylinder, nothing doing. Everest does not have an offensive board yet in this game. Foul line extended, a little bump, and the basket. Helena Papram gets the basket. She's got two. We've got an early timeout here. We'll take 1-2. It's 9-3. Preble leads DC Everest 11.5 in the first half. Back after this break on Zaleski Sports.
You're tuned in to Better Halves. Mike, what are you looking for?
Skip, I'm not getting older. I'm getting better. I still got big plans for my life and my Medicare.
I know exactly what you want from Medicare. Same as all the other guys. Me!
Hey, Mike, I'm Sheila from Security, and I'm just like you. In fact, I'm from your neighborhood, and I've got a Medicare plan that treats you like you.
Did it just get better in here?
Let's take a moment to thank our game day sponsors, Era Pancakes and the Jamie Schley American Family Insurance Agency. I'm Chris Conley. It's the girls' opener for DC Everest and Green Bay Preble. Glad to bring it to you on Zaleski Sports. Everest has the ball, trailing by 6. Kelsey Woolley over to McKenna Bullis. Bullis cut off, goes back out. Woolley almost traveled. Green Bay Preble fans hooting and hollering about it. No call. And there's a bump. Hall was fouled as she tried to move in towards the basket. Preble player lowered the shoulder and is whistled for it. Fouls on Annika Waltzka. Waltzka came in during the timeout. Non-shooting. Up high, almost turned over. Tracked down by Megan Zemke. Cross court, Bullis was open for a second, then the defense closed on her. Evergreen's on the perimeter. This is Woolley. Bullis again looking to drive in. Hall is bumped. Got the pass away. Hall gets it back. Long two, short. Tapped in, hit the underside of the backboard. Preble secures it regardless. 10.5 to go in the first half. Preble by 6 and possession. Down low, extra pass, knocked away. Preble's 5th turnover. Bullis came up with the ball for the Evergreens. Here's Hall. Looked to split defenders, made the extra pass. Hall gets it back. 3, no, she traveled. Yeah, that's right. That's the right call. She shuffled her feet while getting herself gathered in for the 3. Brianna Cook will come back in for the Evergreens. We're sponsored by Ag Country Farm Credit Services, a farmer-owned co-op offering a wide array of custom financing and financial services. Loans and leases, crop insurance, tax and records, they have you covered. Ag Country, Stevens Point, Wausau, Marshfield, Medford. Back into the game and an immediate offensive rebound for Jada Rader. Rader may be the best on the boards for either of these teams. The ball went out of bounds, going to stay with Preble underneath. To Rader, who is moving backwards as she passes off to her teammate Broder. Long 3, that missed everything. Into the arms of Carla Pyatt. Got a whistle, backcourt foul on Preble to the team's 3rd. That foul is against Brooklyn Lucasen, one of their freshmen. So both teams with freshman players on the floor right now. Hall walks it up. Jada Rader guards her. Over to Bullis on the wing. Bullis dribbling. Picked up that dribble, almost turned it over. Possession saved by Pyatt. Everest still has the ball in the corner. Traveling in, there's a push. Non-shooting. As Kirsten Hall began moving towards the basket. Bullis comes out. Aubrey Klatt, sophomore for a freshman, comes in. Foul was on Jada Rader, her first, team's fourth. Long two, too strong for Hall, who was 0 for 3 to open up from the floor. Again, no second chances, everything one and done when the Evergreens have been able to get a shot off. Cut off, this is going to be a blocking foul on Everest. First team foul on DC Everest tonight. Kelsey Woolley, non-shooting, inbounding underneath. Preble drives the basket, splits defenders, got a foul. I think that's going to be a reach-in on Hall for the Evergreens. And likely a shooting foul. Yes. Kirsten Hall's first. And one of the Preble players slow to get up. Great Lakes Cheese says join the team at Great Lakes Cheese in Wausau. You'll work at a state-of-the-art facility with excellent benefits, pay, culture, and much more. Join a growing company. Get your career on the right path at Great Lakes Cheese. Learn more or apply online, greatlakescheese.com. Athletic trainer looking at the right knee of the downed Preble player who seems to be in a little bit of pain. You know what? While we've got this stoppage here, well, I was going to take a commercial break, but you know what? Our injured player is getting up and is being helped off the court right now. That's Brooklyn Lucason. It's going to be helped over to the trainer's area. And 2 free throws are coming up for Preble as play resumes. Isabella Umentum is going to shoot the free throws here. Isabella's first is good. These are the first free throws of the night for the Hornets. One more coming. Got them both. Turned over in the backcourt by Pyatt. Down low, this is Rader, goes back out. Momentum, who just made one of the free throws. Both of the free throws, beg your pardon, got it back out. Runner is short by Shelly Gorecki. Evergreens gather the ball in. No time like now to chip into this 11-3 deficit. Hall's got the ball, guarded closely. Hall kept her dribble. Out to Pyatt. Back to Hall. Cross court. Woolley was open, didn't pull the trigger. Woolley gets it back. It is guarded much closer now. Going back out, thinking of that, was Pyatt. Brianna Cook. Woolley again. Hall, foul line extended, but not open. Got a crowd around her. To the baseline. 3 ball is in the air, off the rim, too strong for Pyatt. There's an offensive rebound for the Evergreens. Cook gathers it in. First time all night that the Evergreens will get a second look at the rack. Pyatt turned it over. So we're 9 minutes and 28 seconds into the first half, and the Evergreens have one basket. That basket belongs to McKenna Bullis, who just came in during the last stoppage. Bullis, a freshman, is going to see a lot of playing time this season. You can see that already. Rader up high, extra pass down low, too far underneath the rim, so they've got to go back out. Shashik in traffic, got another look. 3 outside, too strong off the back rim. Another offensive rebound. Shelly Gorecki tracked that down for the Hornets. Got a block along the baseline. Goes against Aubrey Klatt. Sophomores first, teams third. Basketball is brought to you by the Rural Virtual Academy, an online tuition-free public school serving students pre-K through high school in Wisconsin. The RVA strives to offer families the tools and resources needed to provide an academic foundation for each child, with the flexibility to learn at their own schedule and their own pace. They even host hundreds of free events around the state to foster friendships among students. For more information, visit ruralvirtual.org. Preble's got the ball back. Rader gives it up here. Long 2 is good. Aubrey Broder. First time the lead's been bumped up to double digits. Whistle, travel. I guess what you'd be a little discouraged about here in the first half, I mean, obviously there's a lack of scoring. But the Evergreens, just like last year, have a lot of empty trips up the floor where they don't get a look at the basket, where they turn the ball over or something goes wrong where you don't get a shot off. High, low move, and the basket for Preble. It's a nice move. Shelly Gorecki, first points of the season. Brianna Cook's got it way up high. Over to Klatt on the wing. Klatt looks to drive in. Back out. 3 ball here. Round and out. Too strong for Kristen Hall, who Kirsten just doesn't have the range quite yet. Along the baseline, extra pass down low. Basket. Jada Rader now leads all scorers with 6. Ball's loose on the floor, jump ball. The arrow points to the Evergreens. Culligan Water says get water for $9.95 a month for the first 3 months. Online at Sterling Culligan Water, their website, culliganh2o.com. Klatt comes out, Brianna Cook back in for the Evergreens. Hall's a little gun shy after missing her first couple of shots. Bullis is not. Off the front rim, out of bounds to Preble. Unable to squeeze that was Brianna Cook for Everest. Elegant Occasion says it's their party dress sale at Elegant Occasions. 30% off prom and homecoming dresses Tuesday through Friday with an appointment at Elegant Occasions. This limited time sale will end soon. Make your appointment online at elegantoccasions.net. elegantoccasions.net. Entry pass almost knocked away. Zemke got a hand in there. This ball is tied up again. This time the arrow points to Green Bay Preble. Preble will inbound underneath their own backboard. Rader goes back out, directing traffic. In the corner, Sophia Smith. Looking to drive into traffic. Halfram back out and in. The Preble lead grows wider. Brooklyn Lucasen, the freshman, scores the first of what will be many points in her high school basketball career. Open for a 3, why not? Off the back rim, Wooley's too strong. Preble owns the boards. Down low, entry pass. Wow, I don't think Rader knew where she was on the floor. I think she was a little disoriented as she spun towards the basket. Foul is called here. It's non-shooting. Only the fourth on the Evergreen. So at the 4-minute mark to go in the first half, neither team's close to the bonus. Brianna Cook is whistled there. Rader goes back out. Broder. Now Brooklyn Lucasen. Getting it back. Bump. No call. Offensive rebound. Second chance points. Preble has been the much better team on the boards. Jada Rader scores again. Leads all scorers with 8. Long 2 running. Free throws are coming up. Maybe that'll help get the Evergreens off the schneid a little bit. Basketball is brought to you by Wiggly Field and Dome. Great food, cold drinks for any occasion. Visit Wausau's favorite post-game stop. Lunch, dinner, or just to get away with friends. Always a great atmosphere at Wiggly Field and Dome on Schofield Avenue. Rader, the leading scorer, has just picked up her second foul and the team's 5th. And Kelsey Woolley hits her first free throw. One more coming. Double O's, double L's. Wooley's missed the second. Long 3, too strong, kind of flung towards the basket. Rebound from Megan Zemke of the Evergreens. To Woolley in the front court. Down low to the rim, basket. Nope, no basket, but free throws are coming up for McKenna Bullis. Bullis to the free throw line. First free throw, too strong. One more coming. J&D Tube Benders has been a staple in the Wausau Industrial Park for years, a full-service tube bending operation. This large employer could be the next step in your career. You can apply online. Their website is jdtube.com. Bullis has 4 of the Evergreen's 5 points. Got a timeout on the floor. We'll take one, too. This is high school girls basketball on Zaleski Sports.
I'm Jamie Schley. As your American Family Insurance agent, I'm looking out for what matters to you, even when nothing is wrong. Give me a call or stop by our new office location and let's talk about your insurance needs today.
We're back. Green Bay Preble is out on the floor already. Evergreens linger on their bench. Preble has the ball and a 21-5 lead. Only one basket from the floor so far for the Evergreens. Got a whistle. Over the line when inbounding the ball. So turned over to the Evergreens. To Hall, who scores on the inbounds play. Gets Kirsten Hall going for the Evergreens. 21-7. Miss at the rim. Ball's loose. Can the Evergreens secure it? No, back out. Preble. Preble's had so many more second chance looks at the basket than the Evergreens have. Can the Evergreens get this down to something manageable or at least find a little bit more flow? Preble's going to send in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 new players on the next stoppage. Woolley for the Evergreens. Underneath, going back out. Bullis, too strong. Football score, 21-7. Cross-court pass, there's a good defensive play. Megan Zemke got a hand in there, shut that down. Brianna Cook comes back in for the Evergreens. And a new cast of 5 for the Hornets coming in. They put Jada Rader back in with 2 fouls. Sure don't want her third before halftime. Shelly Gorecki handled up high and promptly sets that screen, but her teammate's not on the same page, not driving with it. Raider, they're trying to work that pick and roll. Back out, Palpham to the rim, scoring. Turned over. And a bump as Gorecki was heading towards the basket. It's the Everest girls' last foul to give. Preble will shoot on the next whistle. Brianna Cooks picked up her second foul. Way up high, running, too strong for Gorecki. Rebound comes out to the Evergreens. About 90 seconds till halftime. The Evergreens get something to make them feel a little better about things going into the locker room. Hall's got it up high. Over to Cook. Back to Hall. Raider guards her. Bad pass out of bounds. Raiders a big enough defensive presence that you can imagine that happening. Big wingspan, kind of a tall kid. That kind of blocked Kirsten's line of vision there. 1 minute till intermission. Preble's in control of this one. Gorecki entry pass, spinning, scoring. Good offensive set play, and Audrey Broder gets her second basket of the half. Breaking pressure with the high dribble. Hall came in too hot, hit the underside of the rim. Ball's loose, picked out. That may be tipped. No, they're going to call a backcourt violation. But maybe one of the Preble players got a hand on that. That is not the call. Camping World of Rothschild is just off I-39 with a huge inventory of new and used RVs, travel trailers, fifth wheels, and campers. Treat yourself to memories that'll last a lifetime at Camping World of Rothschild. Giving the ball back to the Evergreens. I think they're correcting that as not a backcourt violation. And Kelsey Woolley is fouled on a reach-in, non-shooting. Nope, beg your pardon. The foul on Gorecki puts Preble over the limit. 1-1. First one is good. Woolley will get one more. Friendly roll, got them both. Woolley's got three, all of them from the foul line. Hornets will hold for a final possession. Three from the wing, too strong. Rebound to the Evergreens, McKenna Bullis. 7-6, time to move the ball up court. Quickly to the corner, 3-2, got to let it go. Woolley, 3, round and out. Boy, that would have made things a lot closer at halftime. Instead, it's Preble by 16, 25-9. The Evergreens have only 2 baskets from the field in the first half. The rest are free throws. We'll give you our halftime stats after this break. Halftime is brought to you by Greenheck Group, the global leader in creating air movement and control equipment. Greenheck is one of Wausau's largest employers, the perfect place for the next step in your career. See if Greenheck Group is right for you. Visit greenheck.com. That's greenheck.com. 25-9 at halftime. Green Bay Preble over DC Everest in our girls basketball opener on Zaleski Sports.
For me, for Green Heck, it's just equal opportunity for everybody to grow.
I've been going to school for electrical system technology, and they gave me opportunity to go to that department. I was like, wow.
Green Heck gives you a lot of opportunities. A lot.
People that work hard here, they get opportunity to move up, and I found all that and more here.
I've been encouraged to grow, to get education. Our future's really bright.
Work where there are endless career opportunities, no mandatory overtime, and a great family atmosphere.
I think there are a lot of benefits to schooling our children from home. We get to spend a lot of time with them, and there are eureka moments like seeing them walk for the first time, or they figure something out and they're so excited about it.
The RVA really does work with each family to individualize each child's education to help them really succeed.
This is like the best thing in Wisconsin in terms of school.
For us, the RVA was our first and best choice of schools to choose.
We love the RVA.
Why work for Staub Construction?
Everybody around you is just family.
Everybody seems to bond together and get along good, and
they, I believe, truly care about their employees.
Staub has a great benefits package.
Staub is an employee-owned company that puts a large emphasis on work-life balance.
And everybody wants to see everybody succeed.
It's a good place to work.
Join the team at Staub Construction. Apply now at staubco.com.
Hi, my name is Preston. I have the Abbey Bank Bright Future checking account for kids and teens. I really like the mobile wallet feature. I just tap my phone to pay for snacks or anything at a store. I get my own debit card that my mom can transfer money into. She can also turn my card on or off if I misplace it. Plus, Abbey Bank gave me a bonus after I made my first deposit. Mom, if you're listening, send more money, please.
Visit us online at abbeybank.com to learn more. Abbey Bank is member FDIC.
It's simple, but true. Time is money. At Sherrill Tire and Service, we have over 20 mobile service trucks to get you rolling and growing again. Sherrill Tire and Service Centers, your locally owned farm tire dealer.
Welcome to J&D Tube Benders. Here at J&D, we strive to meet our customers' requirements and expectations. We pursue this goal through the effort of our dedicated employees by continually improving in the areas of customer service, quality, and productivity. We pride ourselves on not only being a pillar of the manufacturing industry, but a family to our employees. J&D Tube Benders, the fastest name in tube line fabrication.
From humble beginnings in 1904, the Wheatrick family has grown Grassland Dairy Products into one of the largest processors of butter in the nation. Based in Greenwood, Wisconsin, the family and its hundreds of employees continue their pursuit of providing high-quality products that can proudly be served in restaurants and homes across America.
Halftime at the DC Everest Fieldhouse. We'll get a look at the boys basketball opener 1 week from tonight. Everest boys are hosting Hamilton, Sussex, Eau Claire North, and Superior takes the long bus ride down. The Evergreens will match up with Superior in their Friday opener, and then we'll play North on Saturday. Both of those games will be Zaleski sports games. So a week, and then a week and a day from now, our boys basketball season begins. Girls basketball begins a week earlier, and at halftime, Green Bay Preble leads DC Everest 25-9. I'm Chris Conley. First half scoring brought to you by Greenheck Group, the global leader in creating air movement and control equipment. Greenheck is one of Walsall's largest employers, the perfect place for the next step in your career. See if Greenheck Group is right for you. Visit greenheck.com. That's greenheck.com. I think Jada Reeder is the best player on the floor. She leads the team in rebounds. She's got 8 points, high scorer. Helena Palpum has 7, 4 for Aubrey Broder. And Preble's got 3 more players with 2 apiece. Shelly Gorecki, Brooklyn Lucasen, and Isabella Umptum. Only 1 3 in that first half. It belongs to Green Bay Preble. It was made by Helena Palpum. Preble is 2 for 2 from the foul line. They've turned the ball over 7 times. For the Evergreens, only 2 baskets from the floor, made by Kirsten Hall and McKenna Bullis. Bullis leads the Evergreens with 4. 3 points for Kelsey Woolley, 3 of 4 from the foul line. And Hall, who started out cold, was able to hit 1 of her shots, 2 points. Evergreens have no threes in the first half. 5 of 7 from the foul line, and 8 turnovers. Yeah, the Evergreens just early in the game fell behind right from the start and were not getting looks at the basket. Turning the ball over early. Again, Preble was a 21-point winner when these teams met over at their place a year ago. Preble leads by 16 now at halftime. Girls basketball coverage is brought to you by Fleet Farm. Toyland is now open. Are you kidding me? Sure, the shopping season's in full swing. Toyland at Fleet Farm with their Price Match Plus guarantee. If you find a lower toy price, they'll beat it by 5%. You get the best price on a huge selection of toys at Fleet Farm. And Merrill Steel, your partner for structural steel fabrication. Consider moving your career to one of the largest growing fabrication companies in the upper Midwest. Apply at merrillsteel.com. Preble owned the first half. See if the Evergreens can kind of write a different story in the second half. Teams are coming out of the locker room for their shoot-around. Second half gets underway when we come back on Zaleski Sports.
Let your job journey begin at Express Employment Professionals. Find hundreds of employers looking for a candidate like you, all in one place at one time. And let Express Employment help connect you with your future career. With locations in Stevens Point, Wausau, Marshfield, and Medford, you'll find local jobs right in your community, including direct hire and evaluation to hire opportunities. Express Employment specializes in light industrial, skilled trades, professional, and office careers. Begin your job journey today with Express Employment Professionals at expresspros.com.
I know that I can handle schooling my children because RVA provides the tools that I need. The RVA has adjusted curriculum by placing children right where their learning is. That's the number one goal, is to make sure that your children are learning, and so you don't move on if they haven't grasped the concept. You stop, pause, and you make sure that you grasp that before you move on. The RVA will work with your child's needs and will provide the support and the attention that your child not only needs but deserves.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
Second half will be underway shortly at our girls basketball opener from the DC Everest Fieldhouse. As we mentioned during our pregame, the Everest boys hockey team gets their season underway tomorrow. All the way to the Omni Center in Onalaska. Oh, from the radio days of doing hockey. I've got memories of there. It's a steel barn rink, difficult to get a broadcast signal out of. We did a lot of games on tape delay from Onalaska, and the Hilltoppers are a nice hockey program. And then next Tuesday, Everest hockey is also on the road. They'll be up in Eagle River to take on Northland Pines. Northland Pines is a fabulous hockey program to watch. I mean, it's a small school. They got about 400 kids, and yet they play very competitive hockey year after year after year. Tonight's girls basketball game, where the Evergreens look to cut into a 16-point deficit, is brought to you by Express Employment. Get help finding your next career at Express Employment Professionals. They have locations in Wausau, Stevens Point, and Marshfield. Learn more at expresspros.com. That's expresspros.com. Well, the games that turn out to be comebacks are the exciting ones, right? Let's see if that's what happens here. Just the Everest offense, no flow at all in the first half. Jada Rader leads the Preble Hornets out on the floor. 8 points to lead everybody, 2 fouls. Like to hold off as long as possible for that third one to come. Evergreens send the freshman McKenna Bullis, their leading scorer, with 4 back out to open up. Preble will possess first to begin the second half, 16 to the good. And play is in. Shelly Gorecki Over to Kayla Seshik. Pass is tracked down by Gorecki. Woolley guards her. Man-to-man defense. Entry pass, trying to get that into Rader. Almost knocked away by Hall. In traffic, going to get a reach in on McKenna Bullis. Bullis was part of that pancake double team. Had her teammate Hall in front of her. Tried to come in from behind, but bumped her opponent. Bullis with her first foul. Looking to drive into traffic. Got a foul going to the rim. This is going to be Kelsey Woolley's second. And Gorecki is going to go to the free throw line. In the act of shooting, so 2 free throws coming up here. No good. Neither of these teams seems particularly good from the foul line right now. Missed them both. Almost followed that miss, and now it's tied up. Jump ball goes to the Evergreens. For the first time, Preble puts on full court pressure. Let's see how the Evergreens solve this. Woolley gets it ahead to Hall, broke in no problem. Hall picks up her dribble, back out. 3 ball, Brianna Cook, no good. That first 3 is elusive. Zemke tried to track that down in the corner, couldn't, and it's a basket on the other end. Kayla Shashik's first basket of the season, senior. Full court pressure is on again, and the Evergreens break this, so this is good. Ahead and down low, basket for Megan Zemke. That's the easiest bucket of the night so far for the Evergreens, and they did it after solving pressure. Rader to the front court, looking to drive in. Umentum, too strong, out of bounds. Stays with Preble. Boy, breaking the press was such a problem last year. To see the Evergreens break pressure and get into the front court and get looks at the rim both times, that's positive. And you got to look for the good. Along the baseline, Sashik goes back out to Gorecki. Preble resets. They'll run set offense here. Sashik up high, found her teammate rotating in, kicked out. Open for the 3, instead settling for a less probable 2 was Gorecki. Unable to squeeze it on the miss was Jada Rader. Ball's over to the Evergreens. Each team scored 2 points since halftime. Knocked away on the inbounds play by Rader. Evergreens will try to get the ball in again. Bounced in. Here's McKenna Bullis. Again, Bullis looks like a solid ball handler. Bumped here and out of bounds. Gorecki's lucky she's not called for a foul there. Gorecki looked like she was riding Bullis using the sideline. Hall inbounds. That's a bad pass. Tried to lead Kelsey Woolley too far. Turned over. Unforced error. We're sponsored by Foundation Finance. Now's your chance to work with a company that understands growth. Foundation Finance has grown every year since they started in 2012. Make the money you need with flexible scheduling, a close-knit, fun-loving group, and full-time benefits from day one at Foundation Finance. Thinking about the 3, left for the wing, too strong. Ball's loose on the floor. Kirsten Hall is part of it. It's tied up. On rotating possession to Green Bay Preble. Tried to get that pass into Rader. Instead, it's knocked away. Picked up dribble in the backcourt. That's a bailout foul. That's a break for the Evergreens. Got to keep your dribble alive when you're moving the ball up against the press. Shelly Gorecki instead is called for the foul, her second personal, team's first of the half. Woolley's got it. Over to Bullis. Bullis with the dribble. Woolley surveys. Bullis has it again, back out to Brianna Cook. Kirsten Hall now almost had her pocket picked. Keeps her dribble. Woolley along the baseline in traffic, makes an extra pass. In traffic, too strong for Zemke. Again, this second chance looks at the basket. Offensive rebound just non-existent for the Evergreens. I think they have one unofficially in the first half. Spinning towards the rim, underhand, scooping, basket is good. Aubrey Broder now has 6. Knocked away and almost stolen by Jada Rader. Evergreens will keep possession. Woolley will come out for the Evergreens. Clara Pyatt comes in. Gorecki comes out for Preble. Sophia Smith in for the Hornets. Yeah, they want Pyatt to handle the press and promptly turns it over. Second turnover of the half, 9th of the game for the Evergreens. Those numbers are down from what we've seen in many games from a year ago. The drive in, a lot of bumping, no call on Seychek's miss. And tracked down by Zemke of the Evergreens. Everest was on 9 at halftime, 11 now, so the point's still hard to come by. Hall to the rim, fouled. 2 shots coming up for Kirsten Hall. Sophia Smith is called for her second personal and the team's second. We're sponsored by Elite Auto Care, where Schofield, Weston, and Wausau turn for local family-owned auto service you can trust. Major and minor repairs, foreign and domestic vehicles. Look to Elite Auto Care, Schofield Avenue, Schofield. Raider is coming out. Isabella Umtem comes in. And Hall will look to hit her second free throw. Got them both. 29-13. Entry pass down low, kicked out for an open 3 off the back rim, no good. Rebound comes out to Brianna Cook. Pyatt has her dribble, gets it over to Hall. Hall got it back on rotation, now goes cross court and back out. Pass knocked away, it'll stay with the Evergreens. Mutual of Wausau Insurance, protecting homes, farms, and businesses since 1875. Find an agent near you at mutualofwausau.com. I believe it's Woolley who comes back in. Brianna Cook has gone over to the bench. Loose in the backcourt, race to the ball. Well, I don't like that. I think that Preble player had her hand on the back of the Everest player. Out of bounds, the ball will go with the Evergreens. And the officials are talking about that. I think the trail officials saw what happened there. In that race for the loose ball, the Green Bay Preble player kind of had her hand in the small of the back of that Everest player, trying to push her further away. This discussion is over where the ball is going to be awarded. Yeah, this will be Everest ball in their part of the half court. Maybe we're overthinking this a bit too much. And now they give the ball over to Preble. I'm not sure there are a lot of critical calls in 29-13 games. But I think we're set and we're ready to go now. Here we go. Entry pass in traffic. Baseline, got her man in the air, but traveled. Sophia Smith, second turnover of the half for Preble. Full court pressure is on again. Kelsey Woolley keeps her dribble and gets it across the half-court line. And Woolley is pushed. Isabella Umentum is called for the foul. Her first and the third on the team. Over the head of Kristen Hall. That's another unforced error. Second time that's happened this half on an inbounds pass. And the Evergreens want a timeout to talk that over. We'll take a break too. Green Bay Preble by 16 on Zaleski Sports.
Elite Auto Care is a family-owned business providing top-notch car care to the Schofield, Weston, and Wausau area. They deliver honest and professional automotive repair and maintenance services with quality ASE certified technicians that you can trust. Elite Auto Care offers the latest technology and is equipped to handle all major and minor repairs on both foreign and domestic vehicles. From general maintenance, air conditioning and brakes to exhaust, axle repair, tires, or just a simple oil change. Turn to Elite Auto Care, your local family-owned auto business on Schofield Avenue in Schofield.
This was a 16-point game at halftime. It's a 16-point game now. Each team has scored 4 points since halftime. I'm Chris Conley. Glad you're looking in for the DC Everest. It's the winter sports opener on Zaleski Sports. We've got a full winter of boys basketball as well and hockey too. Everest boys basketball a week from today will be part of a doubleheader here at the Fieldhouse. Hamilton Sussex against Eau Claire North, Game 1. That'll be here on Zaleski Sports, too. As our Zaleski Sports family continues to grow in the Eau Claire area. Glad to bring you those games. And then the Everest boys against Superior. That's all a week from tonight, next Friday. Non-shooting foul coming up here against the Evergreens. I believe Kelsey Woolley has just picked up her third. She has. Driving, kind of a wild shot and too strong for Kayla Sashik. Everest in transition up-tempo. Woolley, three. Looks like she's got it lined up. Good! There's the first three ball of the year for the Everest girls. 29-16. Closest Everest has been in a while. Does Preble answer? Yes, they do. Brooklyn Lucasen, their freshman. The teams trade hoops from behind the arc. Bullis cut off along the baseline, kept her dribble despite going down to her knees. Athletic play. Pyatt's got the ball. Hall now top of the circle. Evergreens are on the perimeter here. Bullis guarded very closely. Tried to spin, lost the handle. You know what? As Bullis' skills improve, as she gets more comfortable as a varsity player, when she's guarded that close, she's going to spin and go to the basket. Tell me when she's playing in the driveway that she doesn't do that. She'll be doing that on the varsity basketball floor, too. Guard me that close, she's going to be able to take some defenders on the dribble. I think so. Zemke and Woolley are out for the Evergreens now. Brianna Cook is back in. Long two, good. Annika Watzka's first basket of the game. Watzka's a junior. Evergreens have Piper Schulz, who played in the junior varsity game in now. Schulz, the sophomore, is on the low blocks on the far side of your screen. It's knocked out of bounds off Preble in front of the Everest bench. 11.5 to go in this one. Bullis gives it up over to Hall. Hall tries the left hand. A lot of contact, no whistle. Play on. Three, too strong. Rebound falls into the hands of Brianna Cook for the Evergreens. Gives it over to Hall. Down low, Schultz had it for a moment. Turned over, breakaway at the other end, and points. Points off the turnover for Isabella Umentum. 20-point deficit is the biggest lead of the night for Green Bay Preble right now. Knocked out of bounds off that Preble player. Off Helena Palpham, Everest will keep the ball. Megan Zemke will come back in. That was a short turn on the floor for Piper Schultz. The sophomore goes out. Nope, beg your pardon. Schultz is very much still in. She's got the ball right now. This is Bullis dribbling. Bullis again guarded closely. Now splits defenders, gets to the rim. Got to get 2 free throws. That's more like it. Yeah, if someone like Kyla Shastik, who's a senior, I get it, senior on freshman, going to guard you that close, spin and go to the rim. Fieldhouse grows quiet for a high arcing basket for McKenna Bullis. Got them both. Bullis has 6 to lead the Evergreens. Woolley's got 6 as well. Extra pass, basket, and a foul. So the Preble lead grows wider. Jada Rader, who was a big presence in the first half, is now heard from in the second. She'll get to the free throw line too. Megan Zemke is whistled for the foul. Rader short, but an offensive rebound. Back out for a 3. Off the front rim is Gorecki. Another look, a lot of contact there. Preble comes away with the ball. Under 10 to go. Almost stripped away, ball is loose. Umentum gathers it back in. Looking to drive, knocked away. This is out of bounds. It'll stay with the Hornets. Jada Rader goes out. Rader's easy to identify. I think she's the tallest kid on the Green Bay Preble roster and has the hot pink basketball shoes. Seems like, just from the JV and the varsity game, that cotton candy pink seems to be a thing for the girls' basketball footwear today. To the rim, free throws are coming up. Clara Pyatt is called for the foul. And the first of Isabella Momentum's free throws good. She'll get one more. She's 4 for 4 from the foul line tonight. Has 6 points. .22-point lead for the Hornets. Pass here to the rim, too strong for Brianna Cook. Evergreen's Cook gets her own miss, and she's fouled on a reach-in. Helena Palpum is going to get called for that. It's the fourth on the team. That was a brief spell on the bench for McKenna Bullis, who comes right back in. Tipped on the inbounds pass. Kirsten Hall has it to the rim. Basket, and they'll give her the continuation. Basket and a foul. Hall on the take will get a free throw too. Missed the free throw. Preble's got the Evergreens doubled up right now. Out of bounds. Still Preble's ball. We're sponsored by Auto Select on Schofield Avenue in Weston, providing dependable vehicle repair, service, and tires for 22 years. A 3-year nationwide warranty, free roadside assistance at Auto Select. You're good to go. Auto Select, Schofield Avenue, Weston. Down low and reversing at the rim. Basket for Brooklyn Lucasen. Lucason's the Preble freshman who now has 7. Stripped and turned over. And the lead grows wider. That's Lucasen again. There's only one player in double digits in this game. That's Jada Rader, who's on the bench now. This is an offensive foul against the Evergreens. I'm going to say that the Green Bay players' feet were set. And McKenna Bullis turns the ball over. I think the pause button will be used on our Zaleski Sports replay to verify that call. Or at least a teaching moment. Splitting defenders, extra pass. Tight defense from Brianna Cook. Preble resets. Extra pass. Missing at the rim, out of bounds, off the Evergreens. Inbounded into traffic, wisely backed out. Preble will set. Open for a long 2, that was short. You could tell that Ella Cotter, who's in now, didn't have that lined up. So Green Bay Preble's bench is getting a little bit deeper. Kirsten Hall pulls up, misses. Offensive rebound tapped around, loose on the baseline. Ball stays with Everest. Preble player was on the baseline. Turned over on the inbounds pass. To the rim, too strong. Now the Everest player is pushed and the whistle sounds. In this kind of non-competitive game, both teams will go into the bonus. That may slow us down getting to the final horn tonight. The foul was on Brooklyn Lucasen, her second. And team fouls are now 6 apiece. Pyatt's got the ball for the Evergreens. Hall thought about the 3, now along the baseline, goes back out. Here's a 3 ball, missed everything. Evergreens have hit only 1 from behind the arc tonight. Preble has only 2. So the 3 ball not really in play tonight. Driving in, that's a strong Bryn Beauchamp is in. So again, some new names on the floor here for Preble. And the Evergreens are going to take a timeout. 6:16 to go in this one. The Evergreens trail by 24. Back in a moment on Zaleski Sports.
At Nicolay Bank, we believe that our hometown communities are the backbone of what makes Wisconsin special. From Crivets to Manitowoc and Algoma to Grand Chute, you see a thriving community with Nicolay Bank working as a partner, acting not as a corporation, but a community. When we serve together with local entrepreneurs and leaders, great things happen. That is our guiding principle. A strong and successful hometown means a strong and successful Wisconsin. We are proud to be a part of that. Nicolay Bank. Real people, real conversations.
6:16 to go in this one. I'm Chris Conley. I believe this may be our only basketball game tonight across our Zaleski Sports channels. Preble took control of this early. The Evergreens have not led in this game. Everest gets the ball after the full timeout. Now, we didn't have the Everest-Preble game from last year. I mean, one of the questions is, has Preble moved forward from a year ago? I guess for the Evergreens, again, you're trying to find something positive after only a 2-win season. This team looks more similar than different to what we saw a year ago. Got a whistle here, and this will be the first of what we imagine will be several 1-and-1s as we come down the stretch. Bryn Beauchamp is called for the foul. And McKenna Bullis, who is 4 or 5 from the foul line, shoots 1 and then the bonus. Friendly touch. (44-22). Bullis has 8, and the freshman now leads all scorers for Everest. Into traffic, short at the rim. Rebound comes to Hall for the Evergreens, who quickly had her pocket picked. Back the other way, too strong again. A little sloppy now. Piper Schultz gets the rebound for the Evergreens. Hall splits defenders, everything but the finish. Ball pinballs around. Hornets come away with it. Secured by Isabella Umentum. So this is going to be a happy bus ride home. 90 minutes on the bus for the Hornets. Round and out. Unable to squeeze that rebound was Bullis. It's on the floor. Got a foul called on the Evergreens. Evergreens are over the limit, so this will be a 1-and-1. Piper Schultz, the sophomore, is the guilty party. Preble is going to rotate in some of their other players. In fact, a couple of starters are coming back in. Jada Rader's going to get more court time, and Kayla Shashik as well. Front end of the 1-and-1 is a miss. Evergreens now are putting in some of their bench players as well. So the white flag is up at this stage of the game. Ella Harmon just turned the ball over. Travel. Teams trade turnovers. That's only Preble's third turnover of the second half. 10 for the game. Evergreens have turned the ball over 16 times. I guess, again, I want to be optimistic about the future for the Everest team. Teams usually get better first game for second game, so maybe there's better stuff ahead. Bullis missed. Rebound there. Rare offensive rebound. 3 ball is up in the air. Missing everything is Ella Harmon. For the couple of sequences where the full court press was on, the Evergreens did a better job than a year ago of handling that. Just the question from game 1 is, where's the offense going to come from? So the baskets have been few and far between. In traffic, nice extra pass from Rader to her teammate. Sets up Gorecki, Shelly Gorecki, who now has 4 points. That's an assist from Jada Rader, leading scorer, and I think the best player between these two teams for Green Bay Preble. Rader's had a nice game. Evergreens turn that over. That's a foul on Ella Harmon, riding the ball handler up the court. 1-1 coming. Miss at the foul line. Out of bounds to the Evergreens. Kelsey Woolley will bring the ball up for DC Everest. Bullis, now Harmon. Passes down low. This is going to be a backcourt violation. Instead, Preble won the race to that ball, and we've got a whistle here. I said that's out of bounds off Preble. Clara Pyatt comes back in for the Evergreens. For the game, the Evergreens have only 5 baskets from the floor. 4 twos and 1 3. Got a reach-in foul here. And it's going to send Clara Pyatt to the free throw line, looking for her first points of the night. One, two, three, four, 5 new players in for Preble. Second time they've done that in the second half. So I think the starters are done. Jada Rader heads to the bench with 10 points. Brooklyn Lucasen, the freshman, has 9 for Preble. That's short, so a miss at the free throw line keeps Pyatt off the scorer's sheet. We've got a loose ball foul, so down to the other end. 1-1 coming up. Foul was on McKenna Bullis. That's her third. Free throw is good for Isabella Umentum. Umentum's 5 for 5 from the free throw line tonight, and the foul shooting both ways has not been spectacular. Isabella gets both of them. So she joins the double-digit club with 10. Beg your pardon, 8. A little more work to do in the final 2:45 of the ball game. Knocked into the backcourt. That's not a backcourt violation. Pyatt in traffic kind of flung that towards the front of the rim, no good, and then a travel. So the ball will go back over to the Evergreens. Everest girls will also be back in action Friday and Saturday. So the Friday and Saturday, day after Thanksgiving, and then the big Saturday afterwards. On the inbounds pass, basket for Everest. McKenna Bullis with her second from the floor tonight. Tried to feed Bullis again, a little too tall for her, a little too long. Now we've got a block. Double bonus now. Clara Payette is called for her second personal foul. That's Isabella Umentum. I had her at 10 points before. She, in fact, has 9. She's in double digits now. 8 of her 10 from the foul line. 50-24. To state the obvious, 24 points is not going to win you a lot of games. So there's got to be more offense between now and when this Everest girls basketball team gets their first win of the season, which will not be tonight. Down low in traffic. Kinley Caro in the game now. So again, Everest using some of its bench down the stretch of this one. We're under 2 minutes to go. In traffic, flinging the ball towards the basket. Free throws are coming up. Ella Cotter, junior, who's off the bench for Preble, will get 2 free throws. Foul is on Kelsey Woolley, 4th. Too strong, but it's a double bonus, so 1 more is coming for Ella Cotter. Lindsay Sela is the head coach at Green Bay Preble. We'll be on the court, talk with her and one of her players too. Second free throw is a miss. Offensive rebound, pins around and comes back to Cotter, who promptly turns it over. Three ball in the air, too strong for Harmon. Off the back bracket. And points down at the other end. So this game is going to end with the Evergreens being doubled up. Jayla Drager had the basket there, again off the bench, so she gets her props, so she's now on the scorer's column. 9 players in the scorer's column for Green Bay Preble. Foul was on Bryn Beauchamp. So here comes a 1-and-1 for Piper Scholes. Kind of leaned into that. It's a miss, but it's a foul line violation anyway. This possession will bring us under a minute to go. Tipped, Preble still has it. Players are tangled up, and it's a foul on the Evergreens. Piper Scholes kind of got twisted down to the floor. Foul is on her. Free throws appear to be a sometimes thing. Drager has missed the front end. Double bonus, though, so second free throw is coming. Missed that one, too. Ball is loose. Preble's got it. Tied up ball goes to the Evergreens. Still fighting for it. Kinley Caro. Again, our next DC Everest broadcast will come after Thanksgiving. We'll have the boys opener against Superior. That'll be on Friday here on Zaleski Sports. So from our Everest-based broadcast crew, a very happy Thanksgiving to you and your family. We'll speak after the holiday. Foul called here, and we'll walk down to the other end. 36 ticks left on the official game clock. Had enough whistles that this one's taking a while to get to all zeros. Ella Cotter is now 0 for 3 from the foul line. She'll get one more. Ball's loose. Got a foul on the rebound. So down to the other end we go. No, they're just going to say out of bounds. Mercifully. Brianna Cook will bring it up. Cook stripped as she tried to drive to the basket. Ball's loose. Travel over to Preble for what will probably be the final possession of the ballgame. So Preble is led by Isabella Umentum and Jada Rader, 10 points each. As the Hornets will go off to a 1-0 start. Evergreens in defeat got 12 from freshman McKenna Bullis. So that's half of the Evergreens offense to the freshman. That's going to do it. Final horn sounds. 52-24. Green Bay Preble has defeated DC Everest. Stay tuned for post-game coverage brought to you by Merrill Steel. Consider moving your career to one of the largest growing fabrication companies in the upper Midwest. Apply at merrillsteel.com. I'm Chris Conley. Thanks you for joining us for our girls basketball opener. Repeating our final score, Hornets over the Evergreens, 52-24. Stay tuned for post-game coverage on Zaleski Sports.
Merrill Steel welcomes you as you join us in a virtual tour. Our main facility in Schofield, Wisconsin covers an area of roughly 46 acres and is home to our company headquarters. From this location, paired with our facilities in Comanche, Iowa and Springfield, Missouri, we are able to easily fulfill the needs of the industry nationwide. With nearly 1 million square feet of combined space between our three facilities, we are able to take on some of the biggest and most complex jobs, making us one of the top 5 steel fabricators in the country. We employ the best of the best welders, those who can weld efficiently with both metal core and flux core, and who aren't afraid to work hard. We also offer on-the-job training, so even beginner welders can learn the ropes and help us build it big. As a backup to our dedicated weld fab team, we have a robotic welder. Merrill Steel is the 4th in the U.S. to have gotten one, keeping us on the leading edge of technology. With the combination of both man and machine, no job is too big to handle, but they'd have no work on their hands without our machine operators. Where our fabrication process really begins is here. Our skilled machine ops team is responsible for bringing in the raw steel. Be it sawing, cutting, drilling, or punching, they make sure the steel is in the correct shape and size for our fab teams. As an addition to the machine ops team, we've recently purchased multiple Python X machines. These handy systems have given us increased productivity, unmatched cut quality, and predictable and consistent throughput. Moving away from fabrication, we come to our coating department. One of the unique benefits of working with Merrill Steel is our in-house blasting and painting capabilities. Many projects require a complex coating system, and that's where we shine above the competition. We regularly apply corrosion-resistant coating in-house, as well as intumescent fire protection when needed. We hold the endorsement for sophisticated paint and coating from AISC. This, along with our NACE certified inspectors, ensure a high-quality finish for every piece. The loading and staging process, sandwiched between the end of production and shipping, is an important step in the fabrication process. Within a moment's notice, we are able to handle and place an entire load onto a trailer for quick delivery to a job site. Finally, the last stage in our process is shipping. Our transit company, Merrill Steel Transit Services, is a wholly owned subsidiary of Merrill Steel Incorporated, consisting of more than 20 state-of-the-art trucks designed for transporting oversized and overweight shipments, along with hundreds of trailers ranging from 48-foot flatbeds to heavy-haul Jeep and booster combinations. We employ only the most highly skilled professional drivers, highly experienced mechanics, and knowledgeable office staff who work as a team to provide cost-effective service in a timely manner. Our shipping fleet is a major reason why we are able to be competitive throughout North America, including the contiguous 48 states, Alaska, and Canada. Thank you for taking the time to learn a little bit about us. We look forward to having you join us in building it big.
Player 2, please.
Yeah, I'd like to grab Helena.
Sure, very good. Right here.
Okay.
My camera guy is right up there. We'll wait till Helena gets here. Hi, Helena. How are you? My name's Chris Conley.
Should you stand by me or?
Actually, it's best if you're on either side.
Okay, all right. You're right in the middle, all right.
Post-game coverage of our girls basketball opener on Zaleski Sports. Green Bay Preble's a 52-24 winner over DC Everest. Spent some time with Coach Lindsay Seela. Congratulations on the win tonight.
Yeah, thanks.
First game of the season. Eventually, there's only so much you can do in the gym, and you've got to see what you've got on the floor. So this is a good start.
Yeah, it is a great start. We really turned into practice into real-time game. It was good to see.
Team was right at 500 last year. What has to happen for the program to move forward this year?
I think you just saw it, actually. What we've been waiting for is we can get anybody off that bench. They can work with anybody on the floor. We can all score. We can all rebound. We can all play defense. And you just saw what we've been trying to make for the last couple of years happen today.
And this was just the kind of game tonight where you can get a lot of kids on the floor.
That's right. Exactly. And you love those types of games because everybody earns those minutes, right? Everybody does. So it's exciting.
Happy bus ride home. Congratulations. Yeah. Helena Palpum had 7 points. Congratulations on the win tonight. Talk a little about team goals for the upcoming season.
For our goals, I would say just being together as a team and making new connections. We have a really new team this year, and I feel like a challenge for me personally is try to meet these people and make new connections with them.
Because it's an underclassmen-based team, this team's going to be different at the end of the year just in how they work together and what you're able to accomplish.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I think we have a large junior class, so I think it'll be interesting to see what they can do and hopefully carry on to their senior year next year.
A lot of good things in tonight's game. You really controlled the rebounds. That second chance points, big advantage for you tonight's game.
Yep. We did a great job rebounding, and that made such a huge difference with points, and we gave us a lot of second chance points to put back.
Preble starts off the year 1-0 with their victory tonight on the road. It's a happy bus ride home. Ladies, congratulations. That's going to wrap up our Zaleski Sports coverage tonight from the DC Everest Fieldhouse. Repeating our final score, 52-24, Preble over DC Everest. I'm Chris Conley. Happy Thanksgiving. Good night, everybody. You have one more thing to do for our highlights. You look up house with enthusiasm.
Wait,
okay?
when?
Okay. Right there. Go ahead.
In the house.
I'm in the house.
I'm Helena Palpum, and I'm in the house.
That was great. Thanks a lot. Ladies, thank you. Once it's sponsored, it's got to be done.